Alright, welcome back to the misadventures of Fight Motorsports. No, it's gone really well. I can't believe how quickly everything's come together. It's just smooth as butter almost. I probably shouldn't put that in the universe, but it's been pretty easy considering what I've had to do, or what I decided to do. I didn't have to do any of this, but what I decided to do. This morning, kind of just got everything set up, bolted down the console. Woo, yeah. So, because the carpet is a little thicker, they have a lot more jute padding underneath there. The back of the console, that little bracket back there, didn't like it so much, so I had to put a few washers in there to push it up a little bit so it actually could get that last rear bolt in. But past that, everything went smooth. So that's what happens when you modify and you change things and it's not stock, so you always gotta manipulate things a little bit. But I actually think the carpet's cut better than if I would have just gone stock, so I'm pretty happy with it. So today we're gonna get the steering column in, and the venting. We're gonna get all the venting installed, and what else are we gonna do? I think that's about it. We'll get that all done. We'll probably make sure all the little dash clips are ready to go, so that when I put the dash in, it's just boom, slides right in. So I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking of replacing these guys, these little clips that the dash sits into. I'm pretty sure that's what one of the little rattles was that was going on in the dash. Makes complete sense. Those little things just rattling in there, being super annoying. So I may replace those with the ones in the other truck, so that it doesn't make that racket. That's annoying as all get out. And yeah, we'll just start working on it and get this wiring where it belongs. I can't remember. I know it was kind of weird where that center console wiring went and how it was installed, but we'll make it work. Alright guys, see you guys on the flip side. Alright guys, that's going to do it for now. I think I got further than I even expected to today. So yeah, we got the dashes in. It's not all the way in, So there's those little clips in the back. They're held into the dash with like some fairly thin metal flanges that are supposed to like lock in there. I tried to separate them out a little bit so they sit in the dash, the holes that are in the dash, and stay there instead of popping out and rattling, which I think was the rattle in the dash on the oak dash that we had in it. So I didn't want that to happen, so I was trying to pop them out, and some of them were so brittle you just barely bent them and they just fly off. So I bent the ones I could, and then I put the automotive goop onto those little tabs and then put them into the holes in the dash. So I'm letting that dry. That's why I haven't pushed it in all the way, and because I don't want it pulling out at all. So that's where we're at. Sorry for the wind, but can't do anything about it. So yeah, we got the everything done. All that crazy wiring down here, that's all my wiring. I put in a new fuse block for the power seats I had in it for a while, and so there's a constant and a switched in there. But it comes in handy. So like instead of having the sunroof running into some random wire that's switched, I can plug it into my little box or my fuse block and have my own circuit for it. So it makes it nicer and cleaner, but it's more of a pain in the butt. The rest of it's for the switches for the lights. So I had fog lights in the front and then 4 lights on the back. I'm gonna do that again when I get some more money and can afford the components I want to buy this time. I'm gonna do it a little differently, and the front will be integrated into the bumper and probably be like the rigid six-way light, 6 LED versions, and then the rear will be, I think it's Casey Highlights, makes a fairly large rectangle light. I like to put 4 of those up on the top up here. Nobody makes it, but Go Rhino makes a light bar that comes down about here. I had one on my old truck, and I had modified it for the Genesis tilt. So when it came up, I had cut out part of it, and so when I got the Paragon, my plan was to buy another one and just modify it the little bit that has to be modified to get around that style of tonneau. But of course never got that far. So that's the plan with this one. I will get a tonneau for it. It's gonna probably be one of those rollbacks, I think is what it is. Get a tonneau for it. I'll take out the bed liner and then just do the roll-on bed liner I have in this truck and put one of those on. So have the tonneau and one of those guys, and then have those 4 lights up top. So that'll be the plan. I mean, that's way down the road right now. Want to get this project done and paid off. And it hasn't cost that much, but still get it all paid off and done. But yeah, so the console's completely in, dash is in there, wiring's pretty much all done and cleaned up, and everything's plugged in that can be at this point. So got everything situated pretty well. The HD radio box is just gonna sit here. That's another thing I would like to upgrade is my stereo, get a different deck into it. Sony used to be awesome, but their quality, at least at this point when I bought this deck, kind of went down. So I'm probably gonna upgrade to a different deck, and it'll have HD radio installed. It's not a huge box anymore. It's very small, so it's all part of the deck now, which is nice. What else are we gonna do? That'll probably be about it for now. I want to get it running, so we gotta get all this done so that I can test everything, make sure everything works, and then I get the seat belts. That's another big one. We gotta get the seat belts in, and then we can put the gee, many Christmas, the battery in and see what happens. We're still waiting for the lower radiator hose. I bought the one for the manual transmission version, which has a smaller radiator in it. I kept this radiator because it wasn't damaged, and so I need to I got the other radiator hose coming for it, so So that is that. So this is a long outro, but I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up of what's going on, because this is, for me, it's Sunday, so this is a long day. I'm able to work on it, but we're going to go into the week, and it's going to be my short hour-long videos. Me working an hour, you guys probably see it for 10 minutes, but so that's the deal. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, I keep forgetting to say, because I went back and was watching some of the videos to start editing them, and so the console here, the issue is the automatic transmission has a larger opening to it than the manual transmission, and the manual transmission needs to be all the way forward. The little rubber boot needs to be as far forward as possible. So when you do that, you're going to have a gap in the back. And I forgot to say what I did. I don't know if I ever said anywhere what I did, but I made a piece of sheet metal. I don't know what gauge it is, but it's just a piece of sheet metal that basically fills that gap, and then I siliconed it in. I didn't rivet it, I didn't screw it, I just put it in there with silicone. It should hold pretty good, and it's got the whole ring completely done, and of course silicone on the top, so it should hold pretty good. But I keep forgetting to say that's what I did for that that portion of it. Okay, I think that's it. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you want notifications, and comment below. And until next time, guys, peace.